What's good? Foe back at you with another video. Today we're going to be discussing the mechanics for Heroic Artificer Xy'mok. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. This is an extremely mobile fight with some interesting mechanics. I will be able to showcase all the mechanics for this, so let's get into it. Tanks are going to need to deal with Glyph of Destruction. This is a bomb that needs to be taken away from your raid because the damage falls off from the impact. This is a great place to tank swap. It is easy to lose track of though, so make sure you're looking out for it to minimize raid damage. Throughout the fight, Xy'mok is going to drop stasis traps at the locations of several players. These are going to arm after 2 seconds and you will be incapacitated if you do trigger it. Don't be boosted and get caught, but if you do get caught, your raid can break you out. You actually might want to trigger these on purpose to clear up some space when your raid thinks it's safe. The extra space should help with just dealing with some of the later mechanics in the fight. Rift Blast is another ability that's going to be happening throughout the fight. It's a short beam that shoots forward in a line. They're super easy to dodge and trigger after delay, so you have ample time to get out. Perhaps the most important mechanic for this fight is going to be Displacement Cipher. Xy'mok is going to mark 2 players who will drop wormholes at their location. This mechanic would always seem to prioritize a melee and a ranged, however this may not be the case when it goes live. You can use these wormholes to travel between them. It is extremely important you drop these wormholes in the correct spots for your raid so you can avoid some of his other mechanics in the fight. We were tanking him to the far left side of the room where our melee would drop the portal. Our range would drop theirs on the opposite side of the room. Xy'mok is going to utilize his Relics of Castle Nathria during different phases. These are weapons he uses with different mechanics. Each weapon is going to have a different damaging ability afflicting players that healers will need to pay attention to. His first relic is going to summon ghosts that will spawn randomly throughout the room. These ghosts are going to fixate onto random players and attempt to mind control them. You cannot kill them, but they will disappear after a period of time. The best way to handle this is by using the portals you dropped earlier. Dropping the portals in the correct spots is essential for kiting these mobs. What you want to do is be near the portal when these ads are about to spawn, then immediately use one portal when it gets close, then take the portal back when it gets close to that one. Our portal placement allowed us to use each portal once and have it time out before it reaches back at our starting point. These mobs are extremely fast, so you're definitely going to want to take advantage of these portals. At 70%, he's going to phase and use a second weapon, Crystal of Collapsing Realities. This relic is going to place 4 bombs in set locations of the room. After a set time, they're going to detonate and deal massive damage. It's very similar to the third boss of Toldagor with her exploding barrels mechanic. There is a bomb roughly around each side of the room. We assign 2 mobile classes to pick up the 2 closest bombs near us and use the portals to drop them off on the far side. At 40%, he is going to use his final weapon. Here he is going to drop a gigantic blade in the center of the room. This blade is going to suck players toward it with increasing force. If you do get caught in the blast, you're basically going to die. It has a massive radius, so again, you're going to have to use the portals to pull off some shenanigans. Instead of dropping a portal on the opposite side now, the ranged one should be dropped in the center of the room where the blade is going to be. That way, when you do get pulled in, you can use the portal in the middle to get out right at the last second. Mobile classes should have no problem dealing with this like a DH, but the portal is definitely a good fallback option. You should also be able to immune the damage with like a Paladin bubble. And that's pretty much the fight. I actually love this fight. Feels like it has some unique mechanics that spice it up a bit. The ghost will probably get old after a while, especially if you keep getting targeted, but I think the portal interaction is cool. This should be pretty hectic on Mythic as all his relics will carry on throughout the fight. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. Leave a like if you did like the video. Be sure to subscribe if you like the content. But until next time, dudes, peace.